Right, so today this is the beginning of the tarot, which is going to explain the tarot cards in depth, from cups to swords to pentacles to wands, and help you to understand a little bit about each card. I thought it was good to start positive, so we'll start with the cup suit. The first card I'm going to bring up is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is very much about new beginnings, emotionally. It's about love relationships, a new start, very much like when, if your life is starting over from a good emotional perspective, you're pretty much fulfilled in all areas of your life and you can be satisfied at that point. Obviously determine which area of your life it comes up in. If it's in a behind card, it means that you had that at some point. If it's in a future card, it bodes well if it's a love relationship question. So it's a very nice card to get. It means that you're going to be very much happy emotionally, and if you're with someone, then you've found that ideal partner for you. So it's a lovely card to get, the Ace of Cups. The next card I'm going to bring up is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very much about a youth, often a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces, who is, quite content in life and enjoys, all the wonders of life. So he'll be very dreamy and up in his head and stuff like that, and you'll really enjoy being around him because he's not an idealist, he's a dreamer, and he's someone who you can learn a lot from. He'll ask the craziest of questions that you won't even imagine. He's someone who's very emotional. If he's a young person, which obviously as he's a page he's likely to be, then he's going to be someone who likes to give hugs, likes affection, and that child who always likes affection. So the Page of Cups is someone who basically is looking for that ideal love, but is still young and foolish. So in Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, so if you do meet someone of this sign who's quite young, don't really take it serious, because it doesn't always mean that he's in it for the long haul. He means he's looking for an ideal fairy tale ending, and when you're young that's just not really possible, although it does happen sometimes. The Knight of Cups is more someone who is in the 20s, who's more in the 20s and has grown a bit and is out there searching for the things that he's been dreaming about, whether that be work, love. Obviously he's on a horse, so he likes travel, all that kind of thing. But yeah, he's grown up from the Page of Cups and he wants to basically, he's serious about starting to find that ideal woman, ideal career, etc. So, if a Knight of Cups comes into your life, then obviously anything is all, but just be aware that they're all fantasy. They want the fairy tale ending, and that's not always possible. The King of Cups, again, is one who has, achieved a lot, has probably travelled, and again, a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, with it being the water suit, can be quite emotional, but at times you can find it hard to get close to them because they don't always open up about the feelings, although he hasn't got a problem with it, but you have to bear in mind that he's a water sign, so he's very sensitive, but if you trust you, then he will open up. He's somebody who's achieved a lot in basically his career. I can't really try to bring this into the end of the card, who's achieved a lot in his career, and is now looking for his queen, so to speak. But if you get a man of this sign, a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, you'll get a man who'll be dedicated to the life, and he's very domestic, and you know what I mean, he's not afraid of commitment like some of the other signs, and some would say he's one of the best life partners you could get. So if he comes up in a reading, it can be a good thing if you want to get married to someone who's a water sign. I'll try and get these cards because Queen of Cups is very much a very emotional woman, somebody who basically, is the type of woman you'll go to when you're feeling down and you want someone to give you a hug and, be affectionate. She, but an opposite side can be that she can be manipulative, and she uses emotions as a weapon, and she knows your weaknesses because you told them last time you read. you know, you're feeling down, so you need to be careful in that sense. But in general, if she's your friend, she's a great person to have around you, because you know, she'll always guide you well, and she can feel what you're feeling at the time you're feeling it. So in love, again, she's going to want kids and a relationship and a proper future, you know, one that stands and stuff aren't got really going to work for the Queen of Cups. She's going to want a committed man. Again, a soulmate, some would say, would be the King of Cups, but that's not always the truth, because opposites do attract. But she's going to need someone who understands her feelings, and say, for example, an Aries, or you know, a Taurus, or somebody who's going to just go, oh yeah, I don't care what you feel, you know, it's all about me. She's not going to go well with them, because you know, they're just going to be wrapped up in themselves. So she needs someone who's caring and then understands her and stuff like that. The Two of Cups. Again, the misconception about this card is that when it comes up, it means relationships, and that's not always. It can be a great working relationship. It can be two people who have come up with an idea, and basically, you know, they want to move that idea forward, and they have moved that idea forward, and you can see that the, you know, pledge in the cups, because basically they've been successful in achieving their aims. What everyone tends to do is when the Two of Cups come up, they go, oh yeah, you know, I think it's going to be great between us, but that's not. If it's a love relationship spread and the Two of Cups comes up, that's great. You know, it means that the possibility is that, you know, you're pledging more long-term commitment towards each other. If it comes up in a business relationship, it means you work together, and you know, you're toasting success to what you come up with. So again, it definitely comes up in, you know, what position it's in, and in relation to the question for the reading. The Three of Cups is all about celebration. So again, it can be a wedding shower, it could be a baby shower. It's about when you know, three women, possibly, you know, mother, two sisters, or all sisters, celebrate some kind of success of either one person or all the people as a whole. And it's a really nice card to get, because it means that, you know what I mean, other people, rather than you just savouring your success, it means that other people are happy for your success. And whenever anyone gets success, it's always nice when we know that others are happy as well. So this is a nice card to get if you're looking at, say, will I get that job, will we get married, will I have a baby. It kind of says, you know, if the other cards are favourable, then that is a good chance. Well, the Four of Cups is basically, it's a man or woman who is sitting under a tree, and they're not satisfied. As you can see, there's three cups, and you know, they've achieved a lot up to this point, but they're kind of like, so I did all that work to get to that point. I mean, it's like anybody who's ever done anything in their life, and they thought, oh, if I can just get to that point, I'll be happy. But then when they've got to that point, they've been like, well, I'm not really as happy as I thought I'd be. That's the Four of Cups. The thing about the Four of Cups is simply this: he's so focused on that he's got to that point, and he's not happy, that he's missing the divine thing that's coming in. It's like he's not seeing something, and that thing that he's not seeing could be really a good, crucial, you know. So it could be a job opportunity, it could be a relationship, it could be something that he's overlooking. So he's like, oh well, you know, I don't really like it, or that job isn't big enough for me, but actually, you know, that could be the love of his life, it could be the best job that could make him happy till the end of his days. So when the Four of Cups comes up, it's a sign of discontent, and it means that you need to pay attention to the thing that you're potentially overlooking, or start paying attention to things such as, you know what I mean, that are around you that you're not really paying attention to. So this card's very important. This card come up for me a lot when I'd achieved some things that I wanted to achieve, but then I got to a point where I was like, well, I did all that for that, and it was kind of, I was missing the next step. And it's always about saying, okay, well, I've achieved this, but now's the next step. What is that for me? And not just sitting in under that tree feeling sorry for yourself. The Five of Cups is all about cards of, as you can see with the figure, he's looking back to the past. Again, this is very much about when something happens that you put a lot of faith into, and you really, really wanted it to come off. It could be a relationship, it could be a business, it could be something, and something bad. Well, what we look at as bad, what you have to look at is that the majority of the time things are fated, and sometimes things happen for a reason. Sometimes things happen for a reason, so it's kind of like we have to look and say, well, maybe this happened for a reason, and that's very much what the Five of Cups is about. It's about saying, stop looking back at what's gone, what mistakes have been made, because with the other two cups still standing yet, there's, even in this potential situation that looks very, very bad, actually it's not a bad thing, because there's still two cups standing. It could mean that in a relationship there's been problems, but it can be reconciled. Maybe it won't be as good as before, but there's still a possibility for it to be fixed. It could be you're in a business, or you want a promotion and that promotion didn't come off the first time around, and that you won't get promoted to the level you wanted straight away, but you might get a lower level, a little bit higher than what you was originally, and it might take a little bit more time, but there's still hope there, and you need to lift his head and look at the future rather than looking at, what's gone, because by harping on what's gone, he's going to also end up tipping his other two cups that are still there. The Six of Cups again is still a card about looking back to the past in a way. It's about, if it comes up in a relationship, even it could be that you're thinking about the past fun, that you miss someone a lot, that at the time you didn't realise it, but actually later on now you're idolising that relationship and you think, oh, if I never let that person go, will we be together now, that kind of thing. It could also mean that someone from the past is coming back into your life, and they're going to you're gonna kind of that person that you wasn't really as close, you were close years ago, but then you just stayed mates through, like, say, social media, and then a bit later on you realise them, and then you're just going to become close. Then it could be a woman, it doesn't necessarily have to be a man, but it's someone who you'll have a deep affinity with, and kind of like it'll be, you'll feel like you know them inside out, even though you might never have even known them for no time at all. It could be a new person, someone who you relate to on a deep level, but as another person indicated with this card, it's very much a deep connection, and if you feel that with some kind of person, you should definitely work on keeping that affinity, because it's always nice to have that close bond with somebody, and it's a lovely gift. The Seven of Cups is a card of, basically, it's someone who is a daydreamer, and obviously because it's the Suit of Cups, it can very much be like a water sign who everything's all great in the head. Again, I've got a lot of water in my chart, so I'm always daydreaming up ideas, but putting it to practical use is hard, because it's one thing dreaming in theory, and it's the second thing putting it in practice. So this could very much be a water sign, or someone with a lot of water elements in the chart who was always thinking, oh, well, if I could just do that, and they've got all the great ideas in their head, but they're not practical, like an earth sign, Capricorn or a Virgo, so, but it's somebody who's got a lot of options, or they think they've got a lot of options, and it's that you've got to sit down and think to yourself, okay, so what's pies in the sky, and what can actually come to fruition. We all have those, dreams from when we're younger. We think, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. Obviously being a nurse, I've wanted to be every different profession in your life, but that doesn't necessarily mean, the majority, 98% of it, I'm never going to be. That's what this card is. It's saying, okay, let's get rid of what we know is just a dream, and let's focus on the practical and what can come to fruition. There's nothing wrong with daydreaming, but if you're daydreaming to the point where your daily duties are being neglected, and you're kind of just running off on the wrong track, when say for example, you can't sing but you want to be a singer, but you're never going to be a singer, it's the wrong track. So focus on what you can do. Stop lying on the bench and the world pass you by, and know that as much as it's great to go into fantasy, there can be a lot of great things in the world as well if you're young, to get out there and actually put your attention into something that actually you can do. So you might be a great, I don't know, excessive of, what I mean? Well, it's best to say be practical and focus on that, rather than spend time trying to sing when actually you can't sing. And it's just some things that we wish we could do that we can't do, but we have to accept at some point, especially as we're getting older, that those things are just dreams. And okay, yeah, you can sing in the shower, but maybe not on stage in front of everybody. So that's what this card's about. Think practically, separate the weak from the charm, and move forward. the Eight of Cups is a card of basically, as you can see, the fella has the man or the woman as, oh my god, has made such a beautiful, carve of cups. They've achieved so much, be that in the relationship, because again, it's the suit of water, so it could be that they've achieved a lot in a relationship, they've achieved a lot in a business, as it's the suit of cups, sorry, then that can mean that basically, they've come to a point in the relationship, but there's nothing, particularly if it's a relationship reading, there's nothing more than that. It's not moving on to marriage, it's not moving on to children, it's not moving on as relationships normally do. So, this person, this figure, has decided actually, I've had enough. I've built as high as I can go, and there's no point carrying on trying, because sometimes we get into relationships with people and we think, oh, this is great, it's going to last forever, but actually, it can be a great relationship and we can get on with it very well, but it gets to a point where we realise that it's not beyond the moment, and therefore one has to make a choice. Does one just stay in the moment, or does one move into the future? So if it comes up in a relationship reading, that's what it means. If it comes up in a business reading, again, they've built something of great value, they've got a lot of, they've invested a lot of emotion, but again, they've come to the end. They don't want to be, a manager anymore, they don't want to be a parent, they don't want to be a writer, that's it, done, they want to move on to something else. Even though they've invested a great deal, they know that's it, and they're moving on to the next step. So this is telling you, move forward, let go, don't worry about what you've invested in it, it's finished, and you need to move on to the next stage. The Nine of Cups is all about, it's actually one of the best cards we can get in the deck in relation to love relationships, because it means that say two people have got married and they're so content in each other's company. It's the wish card, so if you say, am I going to be with this person? It's a love relationship reading, Tally. It's a good chance you are going to be with this person. So it's very much probably about a wedding feast, as you can see all the the gold on the table and them embracing and they're living in a nice big house. It's the wedding feast, and it's a stunning card because it means, basically, if you say, am I going to be with, or how am I going to get married to this person, it's a love relationship and it's in an outcome. Yeah, you pretty much are. The Ten of Cups obviously is about, from the next card, as you can see, it's not the two people anymore. It's not just the two people anymore, you can see the children, so they've come from the point of, getting married and doing those things. So say, for example, you got the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups in the same reading, and it was, will I marry so and so? Well, it's pretty much saying, yeah, you will marry, and you'll also go on to have a family and children, and, it'll be great. If you got, say, the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the Ace, well, I think you've met your soulmate there. So, but yeah, you can see that they've progressed, they've got married, and they've had the wish come true, and then they've went on to make a happy and contented family. So that was the Suit of Cups, and that is just a general overview, basically, of what the cups means. Cups is all about emotion. Again, whenever you get a reading done, it's important that whoever the reader is, you always say, my star sign is this and his star sign is this, especially if it pertains to a love relationship, because it gives the reader the ability to say, okay, well, I'm going to use that based off the cards that come up, because we can give a better reading based on the fact that they know what your star sign is. I know that I've done it that way and it's worked very much. So that was the first part of the cups, and obviously we'll move on to the more complex ones, but I just wanted to be able to give you an overview because there's not many of what the cards mean, and obviously you can look in depth into what the cups mean in other sources, on online and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Alright.